since PME spoke about the national defense and everything, right? And SG 100. First question I'll ask is about female conscription in NS. So I'll ask more direct questions. In 2015, February, there's an article, an opinion piece actually, by one of the most vocal critics of the government, Ho Kwon Pin, who spoke about, who argued for female conscription. And the defense minister, Ng Eng Hen, at the moment spoke that there would not be reasons for equity. Taking females into NS should not be for reasons of equity. And from what research that I managed to do, right, there hasn't really been an official statement from the Singapore government about this issue. So just wondering if PME would like to comment about it. I understand that it's a difficult question, so it doesn't have to be commented on. That's the first question. There are many debates about it. So, second question, right? It's about...
Keep it concise, Rachel.
Yeah, ethics and moral values in Singapore society. So this forum is about preparing for the future economy, but there is growing concern that the world is driven largely by market needs and not human needs. And so I was wondering if the PM feels like there should be more done in Singapore to emphasize on ethical and moral values. I'll just keep it at that question.
Okay, I really don't want to answer your first question. But since you asked me, I would tell you that Ng Eng Hen was expressing our position, which is that you should not call up girls just to make them equal to the boys.
Correct.
We call up the men because we need them for the army. For the women, we have women in the SAF, Air Force, Navy, even fighter pilots, tank commanders. But they are volunteers. I think we should keep it like that. Because if there are very, very few countries in the world which call up women. None of the Europeans, nobody in Asia. There's only one which I know of, and that is Israel. And I think Israel is one of a kind. And even they don't find it so easy to manage national service women. Because you've got to train them, you've got to look after them, you've got to make sure that nothing goes wrong. And we are responsible for them. And I think that it's best we keep the arrangements where they are now. I know this is a controversial answer, even though I'm not saying anything new. But I think
how about the issue of social imperatives, such as several months during educational transition, what the previous 2 questions ago about, teaching women how to splint and bandage people, because if there's a war, we need nurses, more nurses, first aid.
Well, I can teach people to splint and bandage, but if I'm calling people up for national service and taking 2 years of your life for serious purpose, I think it has to be for something like national defense.
Correct.
Other things I can do, I can arrange program, I can train you, even university, part-time I can do that. But to call you up for 2 years and serve under orders, I think that's a very serious.
Yeah, understood. That was why what Ho Kwon Pin actually recommended was just several months, calling the women up to do vital tasks critical for the well-being of the society, such as caring for our elderly. So a different kind of approach rather than military.
Well, I think we focus on what we need to do. I would not rule out involving women on a voluntary basis, but to call up all of them is a big step. Right. On your second question, moral values, ethics, I completely agree with you. We have to be efficient, we have to be competitive, we have to educate people, train them for the marketplace, for jobs. But at the same time, we want them to have values, to be proud of being Singaporean, to know how they should behave as Singaporeans and work with one another and owe obligations to one another. And I hope SIT is doing that.